This short story, titled Pick Me, is written, illustrated and narrated by the author Cezanne Poetess. It's a children's story and is also for adults who want to nurture their inner child. I became consciously aware that I was buried underground in the early stages of my germination. As I grew, I developed a deep sense of purpose which fueled my determination. I pushed through the dense soil forcefully, eager to become the best version of me. Shooting upwards, I focused on the light above that I couldn't see but sensed from deep within me. I planted my roots firmly in my Mother Earth, who supported my journey. When I finally broke through, the sunlight greeted me with a warm attitude. I sprouted some fresh new leaves to show my gratitude. I've arrived. I look around and realise I'm not alone. There are many more like me as far as the eye can see. The one on my left greets me. Hi, my name's Hyacinth. What's yours? I'm Rose. Nice to meet you, Rose. How was the journey? Long and dark. I'm so happy to be finally free. How long have you been here? Just a bit before you, actually. Oh, we're around the same age then. Must be. I'm really looking forward to fully blossoming. Another seedling joins in. Aren't you afraid of what happens after you bloom? Why would I be scared? It's my whole reason for living. Another seedling, Tulip, joins in. What does happen after we bloom? Apparently, we can choose to be picked or we can stay here, says Hyacinth. Why would we want to stay here? There's a whole world out there. I've been here all my life. I want to be picked, says Tulip. I'm sure you will, replies Daffodil. As time goes by, the seedlings grow more shoots until one day, hey, look! You have a bud! Oh my goodness, so do you! It's happening! We're becoming flowers! The buddies raise their leaves towards the sun in salutation. So who's staying here and who wants to be picked? Asks Pansy. I can't imagine what it would be like not being here. This is my home. I'm staying put, states Marigold boldly. You'd better hope and pray no one sees you then. No one can pick me against my will, Marigold replies confidently. Daisy says, Me and Dandelion hardly ever get a look in. If only humans knew how good we are for them. Apparently, after some flowers have been picked, we're cold-pressed and turned into remedies for the human body. Some are even turned into tinctures or essential oils, Jasmine informs them. You mean we're not just good to look at? Asks Rose. Where have you been all your lives? Of course not, Camellia replies. I like the idea of being turned into something that can heal humans after I die, says Echinacea. Camellia adds, Some flower once told me that humans use roses for beauty, healing, and even this thing they call potpourri. What's that? Asks Sunflower, laughing joyfully. It's where they take all our petals, dry them out, and use them as fragrance for their room. Even when we lose our smell, our petals are still good for something. Does anyone believe in reincarnation? Asks Carnation. I do. Violet raises a leaf. When we die, we produce more seeds which go back into the ground and produce more flowers, so in a way we do reincarnate. I never thought of it like that. We've all been here before in previous lives, Hyacinth agrees. Wow, so we never really die. We just transform, Lily says wistfully. Just then, a human comes to inspect them. She talks to them softly as she waters them before moving on to the next ones. How long do you think it'll be before we finally bloom? Asks Forget-Me-Not impatiently. Calendula warns her sternly. Soon, but don't forget, you won't last long after you've blossomed. Enjoy the journey, not the destination. Slowly but surely, the flowers continue to grow. Then quite suddenly, they wake up one morning and... "Oh, my sun god, you're blossoming!" exclaims Daisy. "So are you," Bluebell replies, nodding merrily. The flowers realise they're all blooming at the same time. What a colourful celebration! "Thank you, Sun. We couldn't have done it without you," they all say in unison. The sun smiles down on them brightly, feeling all warm and fuzzy. "OK, so now what?" asks Dahlia. "Let's see if we get picked," says Tulip excitedly. They wait for what seems like ages. When the human finally arrives, the flowers who want to leave cry out, "Pick me! Pick me!" She listens carefully with her heart to decide which ones she's selecting. Marigold is confident she won't be chosen, even though she's good for the eyes and skin. The human touches her gently before moving on to the next one. She clips Rose on her stalk and places her in her basket, along with Tulip and the other flowers she had picked. Marigold breathes a sigh of relief. The flowers in the basket squeal happily as she walks off with them, never to be seen again. And that's not the end of it. Tomorrow she'll be back for more, or any other human can come along. You'll see, Sunflower says confidently. "I hope so. I really want to be picked," says Passionflower passionately. "Don't worry, you will, if you want to be." So next time you pick a flower, listen closely with your heart to the frequency of the ones saying, "Pick me! Pick me!"